Hey everyone, it's Rebecca Hunkins here, your Playbill princess. And this week I was asked about advice about auditioning. And I got to talk to one of the people at my work about auditioning. And then I also was asked by someone who's a parent of a child who likes doing plays some advice as well. But I don't remember if I've done kind of like audition emotional advice instead of just like, this is what you got to know and this is what you got to get done, but kind of that other side of how to get through auditions and how to do it, because yeah, I think I've just done kind of, this is what you should do. If I've done it before, then here's a review and here's some more stuff I've learned along the way. Otherwise, I hope you like it. So first of all, I have been given the advice to be yourself, and that's super important because no one else can be you, and they're looking for someone they want to work with. What's really cool that I learned is being yourself. It's not like, oh, they want to cast you, and if that character's not you, then it's not going to work. No, it's who do they want to work with? There could be some person who knows the entire show, knows everything, just like the character, totally is ready, but they're not super likable, they're not super easy to work with, they could be demanding, they could be frustrating, they could, need certain things a certain way, and that might not be easy to work with. And being yourself sometimes can get you in the door, and someone wants to work with someone who's easy to work with. So that's really great if you think you're easy to work with and can make rehearsals a good time. It's a lot easier for you to get cast. So show them you as you, and show them that you can have fun and bring something to the table. Also, if you don't show up, you have less of a chance of getting in than if you show up and fail. I've been to plenty of auditions where I've totally biffed it. I didn't bring music to sing. I forgot the words while I was singing my not made up song, but the song I remembered from a year ago. I messed up the lyrics and note tempo or whatever with the pianist during the song they gave me. This was all one audition, and I totally nailed it. I got a featured part. It was the biggest role I had at the time. I got to work with some of my heroes. I mean, if I hadn't shown up to it, I wouldn't have got any of that. And honestly, when I left the room, I thought to myself, I'm never getting this, and that was a total bust. But I got exactly what I wanted. I got more than what I wanted. And it just goes to show that showing up is like half the battle. There's some actors who like to reward themselves for just going. And if you just relax and stay true to yourself and just perform, even if you totally screw up, you might get exactly what you want. So you never know. And just trying it, and then the experience too. I spent 6 years auditioning until I got my first role. And I think I learned a lot about auditioning and what to do in the room when I spent those 6 years just straight auditioning. And then 2 years later, I got my first paid gig. So it doesn't mean that if you take 6 years, 10 years, even maybe 20 years of just straight auditioning, it doesn't mean that you're not good enough or you can't do it. It's just that you haven't figured out what your niche is in the room and what you need to show them to show yourself off, so that they can decide to cast you. But, just keep taking class, keep auditioning, keep having fun, finding something fun in the audition room, Don't make it such torture. I actually like auditioning sometimes because I get to play a character. You get to play a character for 2 minutes. The people watching you have you have their full attention, or as much of it that you can get, and you're just in the room getting to perform. Even if you audition for 6 years straight like I did, every time you audition, you get to perform in front of an audience as a solo act sometimes even. So in a way, you get to do what you set out to do. It's just for a 2-minute performance instead of a whole directed show. So taking class, trying things, and just going for it and being yourself. And the more class you take, the more you'll know, and being prepared will help the nerves go away. The more prepared you are for an audition, the less nervous you'll be. I know sometimes when I don't know a song very well, or I'm not prepared with the song as much as I want to be, that's when I get nervous. Instead of, singing a song I sing all the time, then I'm not so nervous. So you just got to find out what works for you and how you can show yourself off. And persistence is a huge deal. And knowing what you want to go for. When you first start out, don't go for the top theater. Don't start for Broadway. Do something you can accomplish and that you will feel good about accomplishing, and just have fun with it. So I hope you like this video. I hope it helps. And thanks for watching.